Well, hello and good morning, good afternoon, good evening to friends and colleagues across the globe. This is Mai Summer Vu. I am a public educator of 21 years, and I am also a businesswoman, entrepreneur. I got interested in cryptocurrency back April of 2021, and I made the mistake of joining several different bad business models simply because I was inexperienced in the crypto world. And um, I'm creating this video and this YouTube channel to bring awareness and attention to this man behind me. He is a um, entertainer, which I don't think his way of entertaining people is very funny. It's actually causing a lot of destruction to a lot of people's professional status. Um, he also is a YouTuber trying to make money on the backs of all of us who he named and shamed. And then he is also a businessman. He just beware, this guy goes around and try to sell his drop shipping business. It's not his own. He uses Spotify, a third party, to try to create Spotify accounts for people. I'm going to show you his personality and behavior. I think that, people who don't know him, and they think that he is a businessman, and some people may think he's a good person, but to those of us he has been harassing and cyber stalking. He has been invading our privacy and spying on everything that we do. He is creepy. He's creepy, he's malicious, he's toxic and vile, unethical and vindictive. He's also very, very dangerous. Once he decided to go after you as your predator, and you become his prey, he will do everything to make your life a living hell. All right. And so what Danny did to me was uh when he couldn't harass me and stalk me on my phone with texts and calls, he then harass and bully me on WhatsApp. When he couldn't do that anymore, then he sends me messages through Telegram. When that couldn't happen anymore, then he sends his cronies to come after me. And because I don't know who they are, I made the mistake of letting them into my Facebook page, into my Telegram, into my Zoom meetings, into my WhatsApp business community channels and chats. And so Danny has gotten all of my business partners' numbers and proceeded to call them individually to harass them and threatening them. He demanded that they stopped doing business with me. Otherwise, he will name and shame them as well. One by one, people dropped out of my business. And Danny has put me in a financial hardship. The next thing Danny is trying to do is destroy me by taking away my teaching career. And I'm not going to let that happen. So that's why I am bringing your attention to what Danny is doing and bring awareness. So let's go ahead and take you over today to look at the interview that I had with Danny, trying to trying to help Danny to understand that we are not scammers, right? Danny calls his channel the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. All right. He believes that what he's doing is good. He believes that his tactic and his strategies and his ways, his behavior, going after, citizens across the globe, naming and shaming them is his way of helping people, but he's actually not helping people. He is destroying people's lives. Now, if he's a true avenger, he would go after creators and business owners who created bad business models, right? I'm not saying any business out there is a scamming company, because a lot of people who utilize it and exercise the MLM's business strategies, they did make a lot of money. But um, there are people who lost money, and then there are people who made money. So it can't be all, it cannot be, a fake company, right? On top of that, some of these companies, all the companies that I've joined, they all have products and services. If, first of all, you're buying a membership, that is a product, right? And then after the membership, they give you tokens. They give you digital tokens, right? And so you're getting paid commissions for bringing other people in, introducing them to the business. And so we don't think the companies that we joined are scam companies. They're just bad business models that are not sustainable, because business in the crypto industry is risky, right? And so I never told anyone to put all of their life savings, sell their house or sell their lands. Never, ever that. I've always told people, risk what you can afford to lose, and then refer other people and make your commission, right? A lot of the leaders, that's what we do, right? It's a form of business, but Danny seems to think that everything that we do are just scamming people. We never scammed anyone. We tell people about business opportunity, and they make the decision to join themselves, right? And so Danny is creating a lot of bad videos about a lot of people, including me. So I'm going to go ahead and take you to look at this video. Now, this is the only interview that I gave Danny DeHack the opportunity to interview me. And I also wanted to interview Danny to teach him that, we don't go into business with the intention of scamming people. We're there to help people better their lives, but Danny likes to spend it in a different way so he can bank on all of the backs of the, innocent people. But let's go ahead and see how Danny behaved in this interview. All right. So let me just So this is the interview that I had with Danny DeHack. And the reason I went on to interview with Danny is because you see all these people here on his backdrop. They're the people that Danny accused of scamming people, right? He's accused each and every one of them that they're all scammers, right? We're just all scammers out there in the crypto related business platforms, and we're just out to get people, right? Which is wrong, right? He's 100,000% wrong. And so we need to let Danny and the whole world know that this guy is not an Avenger. If anything, he's the devil, and he is out to destroy all of us and our business reputation. So let's see how this guy behaved. If you look at this guy, he does not look normal, right? He's not a typical normal person. Something is really wrong with this guy and what's going on in his head and the way he behaved, right? He did admit to me that he can't read. He didn't do well in school because he can't read. And so it may be that he was being bullied in school, and that's why now he's trying to bully everyone else. On top of that, Danny mentioned that the reason he has an issue against, God or Jesus is because his parents were practicing a religious a cult. So, there's a lot of things goes on in that guy's head that we don't know about. But let's go ahead and watch this guy. And I'm gonna just play the video how he respond to some of my questions.
We're just about going to have a meeting with May Somerville. She's a lovely lady.
It's my Somerville. Denny DeHack.
She's entrepreneurial, visionary, a pioneer. Or is she a more?
Wow, he actually got that part right? I am entrepreneurial and yeah, but the second part of your statement is absolutely incorrect.
Multi-level marketer, scammer. Let's find out. Serial Ponzi scheme promoter. That's what this lady does for a living. She's having a ball of a time. She's having a ball of a time getting your commission money. I don't know.
Can you seriously take this guy? I mean, to tell the truth, right? Look at the way he behaved. Ridiculous.
How they come across, whether it's really cool. But seriously, guys, I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and I'm about to interview May Somerville. It's a lovely name, but not such a lovely person, in my opinion. I've been watching this lady for probably 2021. She's been rampant at promoting Ponzi schemes and scams. She's promoted Hyperfund, Hyperverse, and Hypernation. She's also
he's been stalking me since 2021. That was when I came into the crypto world, crypto platforms, very, very uninformed, uneducated about the industry. And I came in because I was inspired by the idea of meeting people all over the world and going virtual, make money and be able to live wherever I go. I've been teaching and doing community work for the last, 20 plus years. So I was inspired to by the crypto industry because I thought, wow, for the first time, I can travel now and I can make money as I travel, right? So to scam people, that was not even a part of my vocabulary, right? I'm sure that it's the same to a lot of you guys as well. But this guy likes to spend it in that way. And so let's keep listening. Oh, and he also thinks that I am deeply involved with Sam Lee. I'm not deeply involved with Sam Lee. So that is also a lie.
also been heavily involved with Sam Lee. And what interests me about this lady, Sam Lee has been kicked out of his own Ponzi scheme called We Are All Satoshi and decided to start up another Ponzi scheme for the third time called Vend, VEND, which is the end of VidiLook, thank goodness. And she's been running all the presentations promoting it. Now, she reached out to me Well, I reached out to her actually. I sent her a
Well, thank you, Danny, for correcting that.
message to say I'm about to do a video about you. Do you want an opportunity to actually come on and answer my question? She said yes. And I fell over and went, oh my goodness, that's great. But she said, you've got to do it on my Zoom. And I said, really? I said, why can't we do it on my Zoom? I'm going to be recording it and I've got clever software.
So how I met Sam Lee was, when back in when we were promoting Hyperfund, we only knew Sam in those PowerPoints, and we only saw Sam in YouTube videos here and there talking about transparency and trust, right? And so after Hyperverse went down, um, a lot of people were hurt, and we were asking for answers, right? And no one came through. No one came through to answer, tell us what was going on. And we were at a loss, right? We were waiting for more answers, waiting for someone to come and rescue the day, right? So when Sam Lee came out, stating that he was here to help people get their 1X back, and encourage people to join his Stable DAO company. All we had to do was fill out the survey, join, and then when he has a million people in his filling out those surveys, he will take that book of document to the Hyperverse headquarter, demand them to pay our 1X back, right? I've only all of the people that I referred to Hyperverse, or I mean Hyperfund, was a total of probably no more than 10 people, right? But because it was an MLM business model, the network grew, right? It grew and grew and grew, and a lot of people came that I didn't even know, right? But as a leader, I was like a lot of leaders out there, actually, we were looking for answers. And when Sam came out and said that he was here to help, it was like God has answered our prayer, right? And so yeah, I messaged one of the leaders, and he gave me Sam Lee's number, and that's how I got connected with Sam. And I asked Sam for a link so that I can register, and then helped my members, those who wanted to join and get their 1X back, right? They also registered, and then I helped a lot of people who weren't even a part of my team to register as well, right? So in my mind, I was doing the right thing. A lot of leaders are also believing them that that was the answer, right? A lot of leaders also wanted to help their members. So we all joined Stable DAO with Sam because we were looking for help, right? And so this idiot, he doesn't know a damn thing what he's talking about. He just talking out of thin air, right? So let's go ahead and continue to watch what happened.
Where? And she said, well, you got to do it on my Zoom. And I said, well, no, I don't want to do it on your Zoom. So we had this battle that went on for ages. I set up my Zoom, got all my cameras.
So this panel here that's running and scrolling, that is our conversation that he's airing to show you the communication between him and I.
Ready? And then she goes, here's my Zoom link. And I thought, I see what she's up to. She wants to broadcast our thing live on the internet. I know, what a prime opportunity. So we did. That's exactly what we did. Yes. So
yeah, so I wasn't actually stream live like he said, but he's an idiot. Don't listen to him.
this is the introduction. I don't know, there's too much more I need to tell you about it, but I have seen this lady. We basically get into a discussion, and I actually went to ChatGPT and said, what did I ask it to do? You've got to listen to what I actually asked it to do, the questions, because I didn't tell her this. But I was waiting for her to get the Zoom going. And then I said to ChatGPT, this is what I asked it. Let my computer read it.
I'm doing a YouTube interview with a lady who is called May Somerville. The title of the YouTube video will be Entrepreneurial Visionary Pioneer or Multi-Level Marketing MLM, Scammer Crypto Ponzi Scheme Promoter. She is on Zoom meetings all the time gaslighting people into investing into Ponzi schemes. She believes she is doing good. I believe she is a scammer. I need 10 good questions to ask her to find out why she does what she does and doesn't feel like she's doing any wrong.
Yeah, so that's the question I put into ChatGPT. It pinged out 10 questions. We got to about 6 questions and then it all fell over. She just basically wanted to tell me that I shouldn't be telling people they're scammers when they're not, and they're lovely people. And I'm going, I don't care if you're lovely. And I will name and shame.
Yeah, look, he doesn't care if we're lovely. He's going to name and shame anyone. Listen to what he says right here.
Anyone running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. So
can you imagine if we knew that the company is a Ponzi scheme, would we put our face and status quo online? I mean, on any of it? This guy is so stupid. He doesn't even know what he's talking about, right?
I thought it was quite a nice start. It got a bit heated at the end, but the only way you're going to draw your own conclusion whether she is a entrepreneurial visionary pioneer or a multi-level marketing dirty scammer is by listening to the next I don't know how long it went on for. But I hope you enjoy it. I'll fade.
Yeah. When he's calling me a scammer, how did he think that I scam people? He's an idiot. It's an idiot.
In about now. So I'll do that small and then we'll fade in and meet Summer.
Oh, okay. Well, I have some questions myself.
Oh, that's great. All right. Well, do you want to do a question on question? How's that sound? And who do you want to start with? All right. So you want me to start? Where do you want to start?
Okay. Well, let me start.
All right. Let's do it.
You should have told me. I would have prepared a glass of red wine to join you. I actually like red wine.
Well, so I'm going to ask the first question. Where about you're actually in Dubai, are you?
Yeah, I live in Dubai now. Yes.
All right. Well done. And what time is it over there? Because it's 1 o'clock in the morning in New Zealand at the moment.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, I see. So what's that mean? Yeah, I get it. It's about, I don't know, I'm not going to work it out. Brain doesn't work that well. All right, that was my first question.
Tell me about, because I saw that you were traveling, and then you did your YouTubing while you travel, and then you did a video on religion cult, and then you went from that to following crypto platforms, and then calling everyone who promotes crypto a scammer. And then you found a gold mine in the crypto industry, and then you latched on it, and then that's how you bank on everybody to bring you more traffic and subscriptions. So
yeah. Well, absolutely wrong. You're miles off track. When I was 30 years of age, I traveled 25 countries in 4.5 months, and I just wanted a taste of what it was like to travel. I had nothing to do with crypto, and I still don't really have anything to do with crypto now. But I were looking for a place to live, and it was extremely hard to find accommodation or a new place to rent in New Zealand. So I'm quite well networked. So I managed to get a full page in the newspaper saying that I was looking for a house to rent, sort of pleading. And anyway, a friend of mine I hadn't seen for 4 years rang me up and said that he's got an opportunity where that if I invested in it, I could afford to buy my own house. And that was Hyperverse. So his name was Ken Berryman. And I said to him,
what did he say?
He's a New Zealander. So then I said, no, I've researched it. It took me about a minute. And I said, it's a Ponzi scheme and I'm not interested. And he used to be always involved in multi-level marketing. So Agano Gold Coffee, Melanuka, and just a few other, like Amway sort of products. So I knew that anything that he was associated with had some sort of multi-level marketing kickback if I signed up underneath him. So that's how I did a video about what I found out about after researching it to help warn others. And then that's how I got into it.
Okay, so MLM or multi-level marketing is not illegal, all right? The insurance industry uses MLM, okay? Supplement companies uses MLM, Amway uses MLM. There are a lot of companies out there who uses MLM as their marketing business concept, okay? So this idiot, he is so stupid, he doesn't even know what is real, what is not, what is legal, and what is not legal, right? Just because a business attached the MLM system to their business, this guy is calling it a scam, right? He's an idiot.
Oh, I see. So are you a family man? Are you single?
No, I'm in a relationship, been in a relationship for about, I don't know, probably 6-7 years now.
Nice.
I used to live in the country, used to work off a satellite dish, and I used to.
Just 3 days ago, Danny, he caused so much stress in my life that I decided to confront him again on his YouTube live, and he is now single. So anyone who's interested in this man, he is single now.
To have
I'm not surprised.
my wife at the time had horses, and I used to be a target shooter. So I used to have an indoor target shooting range at home, and I used to practice that sport quite a lot.
Mm.
And then at the age of 40, I just about died. I had a bad burst appendix and just about died over a 2-week period and had a divorce all within 24 hours. So I started a new life.
Divorce in 24 hours?
Yeah, well, she said she wanted a divorce, and I went, okay. And then I went to the doctor and said, my wife was called Rachel, and I said that to my doctor, I said, I'm in extreme pain. Wife wants a divorce, and I don't know what it is. And he sent me home with some tablets, and 9 hours later, I was on an operating table, and my appendix had burst. And then I got all infected, and I was in a bad way. So
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have any children with her?
No, I don't have any children. I do have a dog called Pixel.
Oh,
All right.
what?
So I've answered your question. My question, can you share with us how you got started in the world of cryptocurrency and investment opportunities?
Oh, is that your question to me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not done asking your question yet, Danny. Hold on.
Oh, you asked me a question. I answered it. Your turn.
So, okay. So, what was your question?
Can you share with us how you got into the world of cryptocurrency and investment opportunities?
Yeah, it was back in 2020. I was introduced to HyperFund.
Hey.
March of 2021. And at the time I was doing Airbnb rentals, and I was a school teacher. And then I have been wanting to get into global platforms that I can teach and affect change at a global level. And so I looked into HyperFund, and it looks great. It looks legit.
Yeah.
And so I got in, and I learned how to use blockchain technology, e-wallets, transfer assets into fiat wallet, and then into blockchain crypto platforms. And then I saw it as an opportunity to take this globally. So I went on full head, and at first it was really good, and I thought it was God sent. All of us who went into Hyperverse and all these platforms that you call scam, and you call all of us scammers, we went in with good intentions, Danny.
That's all right. So who
we
was your sponsor?
We had in mind that we were there to help people improve their lives and achieve their financial dreams.
So that was 3 years ago, right? So I'll ask the questions because I don't want to, I mean, you know what I'm all about. And yeah. So
you want to turn me a scammer?
No. I want to ask you the questions. I very rarely have had a decent interview with someone where I've been able to ask questions. Now, these questions haven't been prepared by me because I was waiting to get into a Zoom meeting with you. I went to ChatGPT and asked it to come up with 10 interview questions. So I think they're all, so I haven't written them, but I would be interested now you've mentioned that you got into Hyperfund, because originally it was called Hypertech, and then it renamed to Hypercapital, and then went to Hyperfund. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah. So who introduced you? Was it Keith Williams or Kalpesh Patel?
No, I was not lucky. It was way below somebody. It was actually under Brenda Chunga's leadership.
Right. So theoretically, Keith Williams said that Brenda got married last week. Congratulations, Brenda. That she brought in $640 million for Hyperverse.
I don't know. I know she did well, but I don't know how much.
Imagine that, $640 million she managed to bring in for Hyperverse. That's what Keith Williams said anyway. All right, have you got a question for me?
Yeah, so, Danny, by talking to you, you're just another human being, very normal. It's, you look very normal, very nice.
Well, I knew that he was not a normal person. But I said that to humor him, and obviously he admitted that he's not a normal person. And we know that by now.
Very nice.
I wouldn't,
right?
this is not normal doing what I do.
Well, in my opinion, anyways, you look like you're a nice guy, but then without, I flipped through all your videos, and you had videos on everyone, and you name all of them scammers, even the nice ladies that were just expressing their love. And do you know what you are doing to these people's reputation, including mine?
I do.
When you call all of us a scammer, and we're really just out there trying to help everyone to achieve their financial goals.
Well, is that a question? Do I know what
Yeah.
I'm doing when I name and shame people who are running, in my opinion, Ponzi schemes and scams?
But we don't know that. We go into these platforms thinking that and believing that they are actually legit platforms that are helping people to make money.
Yeah, but there's two sides of that, though, isn't there? The other side of it is there's winners and there's losers. So
right,
and because there's more losers than winners, it would be not fair to say you're helping people, because you are helping some people, but you're not helping all people.
Tell me one one financial system that helps 100% people win. Tell me one that you know of, because I'd love to get into that one.
I put my money in the bank.
Do you know that the bank uses your money and reinvest and make a ton of money, and then they give you like a speck of dust at the end of the year for your money?
No, they don't actually, because if I put $10,000 in the bank, let's say before crypto died, and then I went and got a product or a service, and I sold it, made a profit, and put money in the bank. If I went back to my bank and I said, look, I have $10,000 in the bank.
You see all these people on the side here? They're all just, citizens across the globe who are trying to help themselves without begging money from anyone, right? But Danny is calling each and every one of them a scammer. All right? Isn't that horrible? This guy is horrible.
in January, and I went back in December, and I've made a bit of money, and I want to put more money in the bank. My $10,000, let's say I sold $5,000 worth of products and I made $2,000 profit. So I go and put that in the bank, and now I have $12,000 in the bank. If I put my money into crypto, I could have lost 80% of that money within weeks. So I believe that the bank is more stable than crypto.
But here's the thing, the bank is different from crypto.
I know.
The bank give you very small return, whereas if you put it in crypto, you get a very high ROI. So it's a different business model.
But we're not putting it in crypto, are we? Because if you look at Hyperfund, did you know that 52% of the money that went into Hyperfund went to pay the multi-level marketers?
Well, you know what? But that's a different business model. It doesn't mean that it's a scammer. They just function a different business model. The bank has a different business model. When you put money in the bank, they give you a small percentage at the end of the year, depending on how much you put in the saving. And then you also lose money to inflation silently without knowing.
That doesn't matter though. This is the problem, you see. It doesn't matter because I don't want, and I don't rely on the interest that the bank give me. I go and I'm entrepreneurial. Now,
but here's the thing though, Denny. The problem here is you are shaming and calling people like me a scammer when we have the free agency to choose how we want to put, where we want to put our money and how and what business model we want to participate.
You might, but the people that you're introducing it to, I've watched them in the Zoom meetings, aren't as educated as you may be. So they are making informed decisions. Now I've got a lady in Australia that has lost $90,000 to crypto. And I just did a video on Carl Miller. Now he's been advising her what to do. She has given him $90,000. She's invested in other platforms. It's not all him. She has lost 100% of her money. Now Carl has won because he's taken the commission money that he got. He advised her to get into VAV, and she lost $3,000 within 10 days. And now he doesn't even want to answer the phone or talk to her. And he's actually laughing on Zoom meetings when we talk about it because he thinks it's a great joke. Now, that lady would have been better to put her $90,000 in the bank because you'd still have $90,000. If the bank said, I'm not going to give you any interest, she still would have her $90,000. She theoretically shouldn't have a go on crypto. And if you guys want to get into crypto and play around on those markets, then you don't need to recruit other people because it's the multi-level marketing part of these crypto schemes that are the problem. I have no problem with around in crypto myself. I had actually made $600 from investing in Shimu Inu when it was out. But that was me talking straight to the crypto platforms, and I had no one in between, in the middle, talking to me. So that's the difference, in my opinion. How do you feel about that?
Can I respond to what you just said, Danny? I happen to know Cal, okay? Because he came to my Zoom room several times. He's a nice person. I want to say that on recording.
Everyone's nice. Everyone's nice in these Zoom meetings because they have to be nice.
But here's the thing. I actually know Cal more than you do because I spend more time with him than you do. So let me just tell you this. If Cal knew that VAV was going to disappear in a matter of 2 days, if Cal knew that We Are All Satoshi was going to disappear in 4 months, he would not have gotten this lady to put in the money. Myself would not have gotten anyone to put in the money.
That is incorrect, though. That is not fair to say that because he helped get her into Hyperverse. Hyperverse lost all the money. Sam Lee was involved in Hyperverse, and now Sam Lee's involved in VideoLook and VAV.
Okay, here's the thing. All of us went in with the understanding that these platform was going to last for a very long time.
No.
Okay, and so when we make money, we got excited and we want to share with people who need to also make money. It wasn't that we, knowingly went out there and trying to get people come in so we can make commissions and they can lose money. That was never our intention. Do you know that every single person who are in MLM business, first of all, they are average American or average citizen, just like you and me. They are, they have been imprisoned in their own job for their entire life.
You're using the right terminology.
Sorry?
You're using the right terminology, imprisoned.
Yeah, because I was at a job my whole life and I got nowhere.
Oh, no, this is not. Look, let's ask the questions because I just don't. I think the questions that I haven't even read yet, I think will be better getting me to have a better understanding of you and what you're all about, rather than me.
What I'm explaining to you, Danny, is that you flat out accuse all of us that we are all scammer just because we chose to do business on the blockchain and
No, you didn't choose. You introduced other people to it that aren't educated. Every single platform that you've been involved in has crashed. You're voting.
Wait, Danny. I know that is your content and you want to draw people to your.
Okay, let's go down your road. What happened to VidiLook Beta? You tell me.
Can we just be civil with each other and talk with respect and not cut each other off?
Don't say I'm not respecting you. You're not letting me talk. You're gaslighting me. What happened to VidiLook Beta? You tell me. Where you go?
But I'm not done talking about Cal.
About who? We're not here to talk about Carl. Carl won't talk to me. Carl's had an opportunity to talk to me. If he wants to talk to me, he can come on an interview. He doesn't even answer his phone. He's a coward.
That's why I have to.
I have phoned him 100 times and he won't answer the phone. So if he doesn't want to defend himself, and I haven't rung up to talk about Crypto Dundee, I've rung up to talk to you. So if you want to sit here and waste the time talking about Carl, I'll just go because I'm not here to talk about Carl. I'm here to interview you. So if you want to answer my question.
Don't talk about anyone else if you don't want me to talk about them, okay? Okay.
Fine. I'm here to interview you. Now, how do you say your name so I get it right?
Just call me Summer.
Summer, thank you. Okay, so the question number 2 was, what do you believe the key benefits of investment opportunities you promote, particularly the ones that involve multi-level marketing? So what's the benefit of promoting a multi-level marketing program to people, do you feel?
Well, the benefit, I don't know about anybody else, but here is the benefit for me, okay? When I go into a company that I truly feel passionate and believe in the longevity of the company and the product and the service, and I feel that it's an opportunity for me to do ministry work where I use business to help people improve lives. Okay.
Okay.
The benefit is that it makes me feel good. That's one. Okay.
Yeah.
Another benefit is that I help this individual person to learn a new trade, a new skill, okay, and that they can use to benefit their journey in the event that they want to get deeper into blockchain technology and learn how to do business on the blockchain.
All right.
So it's all about education, okay, and so that's. I'm a teacher and I will always be a teacher, a coach, a mentor, and that's what I do. I teach people how to transfer money from one blockchain to another blockchain, and I help them how to do it so that they don't lose their money. And then I teach them how it works. That's what I do. So that's the
benefit?
Ways.
So you believe that's the benefit?
Sure. And then the benefit is also, when you teach them, when you help them understand what they're doing, then you get paid commission for helping them.
Okay, fair enough. How about do you have a question for me, or can I keep asking the questions?
So the question is, Danny, do you know that I mean, I watch each and every single video that you put out on, scam.
Yeah,
And
I
there-
bet you don't, because I sometimes I do 3 or 4 hours recording.
I know a lot of those people, and they're good people.
That doesn't make any difference. Jesus was good and I don't like him anymore.
No,
Yeah, Jesus was good and I don't like him anymore. Okay. This just say it all, right?
but do you know that you are tarnishing their reputation?
They don't, I mean, is that a question?
And they're just out there trying to make a living, just like you trying to make a living.
It's not, no, what's the question? What question are you asking me?
If we want to talk about the word scammer, you are also a scammer.
No?
You scam people's mind. You brainwash people to believe that all of us are scammers when we're not. We're just out there trying
Sorry,
to.
are you gaslighting me or are you asking me a question? Because you're more than welcome to ask a question and I'll answer it. What's the question you want to ask me?
In hindsight, you're not seeing this. In hindsight, you're not seeing this. But what I'm saying to you is, you are using all these people and all these MLM communities to make yourself a name, and you're calling them a scammer.
No, not at all. No, is that a question? Why am I doing what is it? Are you asking me what my why is?
Why are you doing that, knowing that it's?
That's a good question. Now, if you let me answer the question, I'll tell you exactly what. Now, I was on ABC News today.
Right, because
All right.
you're making them for yourself.
Are you gaslighting me, or do you want me to answer the question? Now, the question that you're asking me is what?
Please answer the question, Danny.
What was the question that you want me to answer?
Why do you boldly accuse people of being a scammer when they're not? Why and it's tarnishing their reputation. Why are you doing it?
Because they are promoting Ponzi schemes, and I'm the crypto Ponzi scheme avenger, which means that these systems that they are running don't have a product or a service, and they rely on people to sign up for memberships, and that's the only income stream that these companies have.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Every company that we were with, the membership is a product, and also we were giving tokens for our membership.
And this is why they fall over when the mathematical equation gets out of control. So every scheme that I've seen, excuse me, you want me to answer the question? You can't just keep cutting me off.
Okay. Yeah, but why don't you go after the company? Why do you go after innocent presenters?
Because that's not what I do. When I was in the New York.
That's not what he do. Okay. That's not what he do. He is concerned about companies that are considered quote unquote scamming people. And yet he doesn't go after the company. He goes after the people. Okay, so I'm confused. And he calls himself the Ponzi scheme avenger. He's doing this supposedly to protect people, but he doesn't go after the developers. He goes after the vulnerable, innocent people throughout the globe. Does that make sense to any of you? Doesn't make sense to me at all.
Times, they did a full-page article about my quest to name, listen to what I'm saying here, to name and shame anyone running a Ponzi scheme or promoting one. That's what I...
Yeah, so this article or this little spot in New York Times really got his ego, really expand his ego. And so he latched on that and became the Ponzi scheme avenger, crypto Ponzi scheme avenger. So maybe New York Times is responsible partially to his madness, right? What he's doing to us.
I do. Now, anyone that's promoting a Ponzi scheme is fair game to be named and shamed. Now, I have gone after Sam Lee, and I've done quite a good job. I went after Keith Williams. I went after Karpesh Patel. I went after Des Amy. I went after Susan Lawrence. There was Rodney Ford. there's a whole list.
Yeah, all these people that he name and shame, I can guarantee you they did not know that certain company was out there to scam people. In fact, I don't think any company out there is just out to scam people. Again, in my opinion, they're just bad business models. All right. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, I don't think he has the ability to come up with his own. That's why he does Spotify, right? He doesn't have full understanding how crypto related business work.
Of people that have left a whole lot of carnage. Now, it's me who gets the people who ring up. I had a guy ring me up telling me he lost $5 million. Rory Kanacha told me that he in his video just 2 days ago.
So, okay, people lost money, but who in the world told them to go and put $5 million or $90,000, right? I know I didn't. If people have money and that kind of money and they want to take that kind of risk because they see the opportunity to make money, well, that's their prerogative, right? That's their discretion. So who is this Danny person having the right to go after people and blaming them for for decisions that was made by the individual, right?
Told me that he had somebody that lost $8.7 million to Hyperverse or one of the schemes. Another lady that was on his call said that she
See, the thing is, people put that kind of money in because they saw that there is an opportunity to make a lot of money, right? And so they made the choice of putting in a big lump sum of money. That was a decision that that person made. So who is to blame but themselves, right?
encouraged 10 people to get involved. They all invested $10,000 each and they all lost their money. And she said every day these people ring her up and say, where's my money? What's the chances to get my money back? Now, you can't sit here and tell me that those people were educated enough to invest money. But that $10,000 that each one of those persons invested in that platform, a multi-level marketer got paid the commissions for doing so. And that's why I go after them, because you can play on crypto if you want. You can do mining if you want, but you don't need to refer somebody into it and get paid stupid money.
Okay, so he's upset that we get paid commissions for our work. For God's sakes, people get paid commissions everywhere. You become a car salesperson, you get paid commission. You sell computers, you get paid commissions. You sell supplements and makeup, you get commissions. I mean, everybody needs to live, Denny, right? It's not wrong to get paid commission for your work and your dedication and your time. All right. So anyways, we're going to stop here because Danny DeHack does not know what he's talking about. And he is just crazy. Yeah. Listen, it's not illegal to get paid commissions for our work and our dedication. Yeah. So I'm not a scammer. All my friends and colleagues are not scammers, Danny. All right. And for you to think that we are calling us scammer because we receive commissions for our work, that's absurd, right? That's ridiculous. Go back to school and get an education, Danny. Thanks. Thank you, guys.